Now it's time for Local Compass, your guide to worldwide travel, sponsored by the experts of everything travel, Antietam World Travel Service. I'm at Antietam World Travel Service. I'm with Lisa. How many years have you been a travel agent?
Since 1985.
Holy cow! That's pretty good.
It's been a long time.
What do you love about the travel industry?
That it changes every day.
Yeah.
And that every day is different. It's never the same thing day after day, different countries, different cultures, different people, different clients. Everything's very different.
Yeah. How many have you always been interested in travel?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I love going places. What's the favorite place you've ever been?
I'm going to say Italy.
Oh, yeah, I love Italy.
That's usually number one, all of Italy.
Yeah, nice. So with a travel agent like you, I think it's fantastic for people to understand. They could come right in here to the office. They can talk to you.
We have walk-ins. We make phone appointments. You can do a Zoom appointment.
Yeah.
Whatever's convenient for the client.
Yeah, and it's really great because if you haven't been somewhere, someone in this office probably has actually been to one of the places people may be interested in going.
Yes, everybody in our office has been in the business over 30 years.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. That
is
is really pretty incredible for staff here. Tell me a little bit about if somebody wants to book a trip, when should they come see you?
As soon as they're thinking about it, because I think once they come in, a lot of times people come in and they have more than one option.
Mm-hmm.
So when they come in and we kind of do like the interviewing process of what they're looking for in a vacation, what vacations that they have liked in the past, we can help them narrow down the choices.
Oh, yeah.
And then once we have the choices, then we can go right into the actual pricing and giving them the quote, and then getting started with the actual booking.
Yeah. Is there any such thing as it's too early to start planning a trip?
It's not too early. Air comes out 331 days prior to the departure date.
Okay.
So if you come, 360 days early, we can do the land and add the air. So it's never too early. Cruises you can do 2 to 3 years in advance.
Wow.
Hotels.
I don't know how I'd survive having booked a trip that's almost a year or two away. I get too excited.
Right.
But
well,
I guess you can maybe get your good cabin choices and all of that at the time.
That's the best thing about booking early because like for airfare, the airplane has so many seats and they start off with so many at the lowest fare and then they go up all the way to first class. When those lowest fare seats get booked, that's how you get pushed into the higher and higher fare.
Gotcha.
So when that flight just opens and you have that whole plane, then you want to get that lowest fare.
You have the access to it.
Yeah.
And this is where your guys' expertise comes into play, right?
Yeah.
For sure. All right. And how about the fact if I'm choosing, like I would love to go on a safari. I've been asking my husband for it. I'm hoping to get it on my 25th anniversary, which is next year. So what can you guys help me with if I wanted to do a safari?
The planning, because Africa is a very big continent, to help you narrow down which part that you actually want to go see. We do the whole thing from the air to the safari to the travel insurance, everything you need, we're full service. So we get you from the beginning to the end.
Yeah. Tell me about travel insurance. I've always, I've used it sometimes, occasionally, never all the time. What does travel insurance cover?
Travel insurance is very important. What people don't realize is they think it's only for cancellation, but travel insurance covers medical, dental, evacuation, emergency transportation. So when you're in Europe, your health insurance does not cover you.
Okay.
If for some reason you go to Europe, and I've had this happen to several clients, and they've gotten injured, they couldn't take a commercial flight. They had to take a medevac home, which is up to $500,000 to $600,000.
Ooh.
So the insurance not only covered getting them home, it covered the additional stay for their family member to stay at the hotel, the change for the air. There's so much. You can go over there and get injured and the expenses just add up very quickly. Where are you going to stay? You have to change your airline ticket. You have to get back. Travel insurance covers all of that.
Holy cow. And you guys can help with those the planning of all of that as
We
well?
actually have a relationship with several travel insurance companies. So when
Okay.
you come in during the booking process, you have to pretty much know how much you're insuring because for the quote process, you have to have the cost of the trip, the age of the traveler, and that's how you come up with the price.
Gotcha. Okay. That's really excellent. What about when I'm traveling to another country? How much do you guys do to help with what's the best way to spend money or purchase things? Do you guys have input on that?
Yes, okay. So when you're traveling out of the country, you're going to have to be familiar with the currency. We explain what the currency is, how to purchase it. We talk about your credit card, how some credit cards will charge you a foreign transaction fee to convert it from the euros to the US dollars. We usually recommend, like if you're going to Europe, 50 euros per person per day. Not a lot of cash. Credit card to be more credit card dependent, and what to do for some reason if you were to lose your credit card.
Ah, yes. How to be prepared for that
Yes.
for sure. What about like even with Africa and things like that? Occasionally I hear about these travel alerts that come through. Do you guys get access to those and how do you handle those?
We do either through the vendor or if it's a place that we know there's usually an issue, you can go to travel.state.gov and they have travel alert. They have a different number for the different levels of issues. So yes, so we are pretty much the first one to know when there's an issue because we have clients all over the world.
Yes, exactly. Have you ever had anything happen while people have been overseas?
As far as we've had hurricanes happen,
Oh,
we've had earthquakes happen, we've had people having car accidents. So
yikes. Yeah, that's no fun. No fun while you're on vacation for that to happen. All right, so if I were to come in and I'm kind of not really sure what I want to do, or I just want to do a short trip but not really sure, tell me what types of travel you guys can help somebody with.
well, most often that's our everyday client coming in. They know they want to go on a trip. They're not really sure where they want to go. And that's kind of when we start doing the interview process. And that's asking them about past trips, asking about hobbies, who they're traveling with. Is it going to be a multi-generational trip? Is it going to be a romantic trip for two people? A graduation? That'll kind of help us steer which way if they're looking for warm weather Caribbean, if they're looking for old world history Europe. So just asking them questions gives us an idea of where we think they would
Yeah.
be interested in.
Now, what if I have a relationship with you guys and I just want to go for a weekend in New York or within the U.S.? Is that something you guys handle as well?
We do from local to all over the world. So we do Amtrak vacations, we do New York getaways, we do DC weekends, we do ski trips, we do everything.
Oh, nice. All right, I got some questions for you since
Okay.
you've traveled all around the world. Where is the best pizza?
Oh, that's easy. Naples.
Ah, yes. What kind? What was on it?
Margarita.
Oh, I love the margarita pizza. How about the best waves?
It's funny that you asked. That was actually St. Martin's. So
Okay.
it's the one Caribbean island you can go to and actually surf the waves.
Really?
hmm
Very nice. How about the best sangria?
Portugal.
Was it good? Red sangria?
Yes, very good.
Yes, very good. How about shopping?
Italy and Greece.
Okay, very good. What did you buy?
Greece was great for leather, so a lot of shoes. Italy, purses and a jacket. So they were both really good for leather goods.
Yeah, yeah. Overall, with all the travel that you've done, is there any place that you wouldn't go back to again?
Oh, that's hard. No, I mean, I've never gone on a trip where I haven't found something that was fascinating. So I think just every place is, you don't realize how old, how new the U.S. is until you go out and you see the history
Yeah.
of Europe or even some of the islands. So there's always something fascinating, interesting to do, something new.
Yeah. What about like the excursions and things like that? I mean, those are the types of things that quite typically, even if I've done a cruise in the past, if I've booked it myself, we typically don't do too many excursions. But you guys have a lot of information about, excursions wherever you land.
We do. Now, I recommend when you go on a cruise to do their excursion through the cruise line to make sure you're back to the ship at, when you're supposed to be
Yes.
there. All through Europe and some of the other destinations, we have vendors that do day tours, multi-day tours that we can use. So we can have your whole trip set up, including all of your sightseeing before you leave.
Yeah, that's pretty good to know that you're actually going to see some of the stuff you want to see. Because worst thing is going that far and not actually experiencing maybe what a country's known for, or certain destinations might not be accessible, where you're staying. So that's really good.
And you don't want to miss it because the line is so long that you can't get in. So we do a lot of skip the line tickets for a lot of the big excursions in Europe. So like the Vatican, skip the line. The things that you know that you're going to be in a line for, we recommend you get the ticket here.
Oh, very nice. All good to know. And this is why utilizing somebody like Lisa at Antietam World Travel Service is going to make your trip less of a headache. Everything is going to be planned seamlessly. And you're not going to forget that transport from this hotel to that airport or back. She's going to take care of it all for you. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.